Good morning, and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school softball playoffs. Today, in this Division IV state final at Firestone Stadium, the Strasburg Tigers take on the Monroeville Eagles. Today's game is presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Wayne Door, Wood Electric, Wendy's, Unified Insulation, and McInturf Realty. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
In Z Country, Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications tuning in here and joining you live from Akron, Firestone Stadium as the Strasburg Lady Tigers continue their quest for 3 straight state titles. Good morning, everybody. Nick McWilliams and Joe Geckler are going to be on your call today here on your radio waves at 99.9. Immediately following this contest, remember, you can check out our replay available on our YouTube channel. Due to OHSAA regulations, we are unable to live stream the contest, but we'll bring it to you in its entirety immediately following this game. You get to do it the old school way, which is tune in on your radio dial. Joe, looking at this matchup, we know coming into this game after watching the state semifinal, the Strasburg Tigers had to battle a little bit with the Minster Wildcats early on. They actually trailed for a decent part of the game, 1-0. Then from there, all it took was a 3-run blast from Ella Gilkerson to really energize that Strasburg dugout, and it was all Tigers from there. Now the matchup in front of them, a totally unknown team.
Yeah, absolutely. You have the Monroeville Lady Eagles out of the Norwalk area. They're up near between Norwalk and Sandusky up in Huron County, and their first time ever here as a school. They won their first regional championship a week ago, and now they're playing for a state championship against a perennial powerhouse in the Strasburg Lady Tigers. And talking with Coach Spidell, you'll hear that coming up in our Cush Financial Group in the dugout segments. But Coach said yesterday, he goes Thursday, he kept saying yesterday, but Thursday, the team was a little tight. They were down 1. And all of a sudden, that home run, he goes, you could just see the tightness just go out of their bodies. They relaxed. They start having fun. He said that home run is what did it for us. And he goes, usually our offense will loosen us up a little bit because we know what we have in the circle. He said, that offense really gets us going. So let's see if they can get started fast here today against Monroeville. But they got a tough opponent today. And for that 3rd straight title, the 3rd one's the toughest one to get.
And one thing of note here, it is going to be quite the pitching battle, but Monroeville, they actually had 2 pitchers that they like to use, Vienna Helmstetter as well as Emily Scheid. They are not afraid to switch them out constantly throughout the game and try to keep batters off balance. Something else of note, if you're a Strasburg fan, you're not surprised, but it is Amelia Spidell in what will be her final game in a Strasburg uniform, taking the mound for them or taking the circle. She does have an elbow brace on her elbow, Joe, which is kind of interesting there, but we saw that she had a little bit of ice and had a little bit of a problem during the game. Didn't seem to affect her, though. She still rolled throughout.
Yeah, no, I mean, I talked to her a little bit after the game on Thursday. She said, hey, it's just a little sore. I mean, she's like, I threw 140 pitches, so
is that all?
That's one credit to Minster. Man, they fouled a lot of pitches off and made her throw a lot of pitches on Thursday. She said, I haven't thrown that many pitches in a game probably all year. And she said, give credit to them. She said, they worked me up a little bit. And she said, I'll be fine come Saturday. My adrenaline will take over. And I'm sure she has some emotions going on out there, being her final high school game, regardless of what happens today. And she'll go on to Ohio Dominican and start her college career in the fall. But what a remarkable high school career that she has had. Has a chance, and don't want to put the jinx on them, but has the chance to match her aunt. Her dad's sister was the only other pitcher to win 3 straight state titles for the Strasburg Lady Tigers, and they're keeping it in the family.
I was going to say, so what you're saying is the Spidell name has some pitching success here for the Tigers, no doubt.
For sure, absolutely. And only 2 seniors on this team for Strasburg. A lot of young kids play, sophomores and freshmen. They have a couple of juniors, and they're primed for a run here. And you think primed for a run? Well, they're on one. This is the third
3 straight.
3 straight it could be, and what an accomplishment for the Lady Tigers. And when they get here, you know it. We were standing down on the field, Nick, and all of a sudden we hear cars, we hear horns, and we look over and we're like, oh, Strasburg's here. We could just tell by the the cars and the horns and the crowd that the Tigers had arrived.
Well, we passed the convoy on around Canton area, and let me tell you, the Tigers are definitely here in full force, as well as the Eagles fans. This stadium is going to be jam-packed come first pitch. You are locked into the Wood Electric pregame show. Coming up, we will have our opening pitch and our coverage presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. One real quick look at Monroeville. We know a little bit more about Strasburg than we do Monroeville, of course. The Eagles come into this game with a record of 24-6. They picked up the 5-3 victory over Vienna Matthews in the state semifinal on Thursday. In the regionals, they topped Montpelier 6-1 and Cary 6-5. On the other side for Strasburg, a little bit more of a dominant performance thus far in the tournament, although Strasburg had to gut out some performances as well. We'll see how this one is going to be starting off here in just a little while. Monroeville is about to head out and take out their opening warm-ups and such. Strasburg will be doing the same here in just a little while. Stay tuned, because when we return, we're going to head to the base pass with the coach, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications have state final softball on the way, coming up right here in Z Country.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Are you neglecting your building's 5th wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
This is Jordan Hartzler with Hartzler's Quality Housing. In today's housing market, with low inventory and rising costs, there is a need for affordable housing. With our team's knowledge and experience, we strive to provide affordable, quality housing to our customers to help them achieve their dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned and operated business for 45 years.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Welcome back into your Wood Electric pregame show. Big Z Sports is live from Akron Firestone Stadium, and it all comes down to this. It is the state finals out of Division IV in high school softball. And joining us now for the Monroeville Eagles, our segments with the coach brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. It is assistant coach Tracy Rosser. I hope I said that right there, Coach. Great. Just wanted to ask you a little bit about how Monroeville's season has been to this point. Obviously, if I'm not mistaken, your guys' first ever regional championship to get here?
That is correct. That was our first regional championship. We were in the regionals back in 2019, and we made it to regional finals here at Akron Firestone Stadium. So it's great to be back here in a big setting here.
Now, one thing that's really cool for you guys coming into this game, you got to be riding high, first of all, being here for the state finals, but on top of that, how you guys got to this point. A two-run home run here in the seventh inning in the state semifinals, it had to electrify everybody.
Oh, it has, and these girls from the beginning, we've talked all about fight, and these girls, that's all they've done all season is fight, fight, fight. So to come back and hit those home runs, both in the regional final game and then state semifinals, that's their fight.
Now, something that is interesting that we were noticing from Monroeville that other teams don't necessarily do, you guys have two pitchers that you are not afraid to interchange quite frequently. What's kind of been the key behind that? What's been the thought process behind it?
Just to keep our pitchers fresh and you know, give them something different to look at. So.
Well, that's always a good idea when you get to this stage. Obviously, I don't have to tell you guys, with the two-time defending state champs in Strasburg in front of you, it's no easy task by any means. But coming in here, your team looks loose, your team looks ready to go. What have you guys been talking about in terms of trying to keep that focus in order to pick up the win here?
Just have fun and be where your feet are and enjoy the moment. And, why not us?
Certainly, Coach. Well, thank you so much for your time, and good luck to the Eagles.
All right, thank you.
Assistant Coach Tracy Rosser, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. That's for the Monroeville Eagles. Stick around. We got more of your Wood Electric pregame show on the way.
Celebrating 20 years of excellence, Synergy Sign and Graphics proudly serves clients nationwide and beyond. For 2 decades, our passion for perfection has set us apart, earning us international acclaim. Join us in celebrating our legacy of innovation and artistry. Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge sign design and fabrication meets old-world craftsmanship.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC, is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
The Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza, with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden Hutton to serve you. Amici's Pizza offers your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. Right now at Amici's, with the purchase of a large or an extra large pizza at regular price, receive a free medium cheesy bread. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the dugout with Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coach, you made it back to the state championship game in 2024. Let's take a minute and look back on Thursday. How do you feel the Lady Tigers performed?
You know, we performed really well. We started a little slower than we would have liked hitting. The nice part was we was hitting the ball, we just wasn't getting anything to fall. And then it was like that inning when Ella hit the home run, it kind of relaxed our team. And I thought from that point on, we really played well.
Coach, all the teams need support of their fans. Take a minute and talk about the Sea of Orange and that support that these ladies get game in and game out.
It's awesome. It really is. The parents even followed us up to where we were hitting today to caravan in and let everybody know that Strasburg's here. And, it's such a joy to play in front of them. And we're always glad to see the stands over half full of orange and here supporting us. So we're looking forward to today.
Coach, the Monroeville Lady Eagles are the final team of the year, standing in your way for that third straight state championship. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from them here today?
They have two good pitchers that they'll, last game they wasn't afraid to use both of them in the same inning and stuff, so I expect that we could see either one, probably both throughout the day. They have some power in their lineup. I believe they have like 21, 22 home runs on the season. So, another good hitting team that, is on the roll at the right time. And just like us, we're both 7-0, looking to go 8-0.
For the final time this season, let's end this the only way we know how. What are your three keys for the Lady Tigers to knock off the Lady Eagles and hoist that state championship trophy for the third year in a row?
People probably already know this by heart, and I don't even have to say it, but we're going to. We got to not strike out. We got to put the ball in play to put pressure on them offensively. Defensively, be solid, be behind Amelia in her pitching, and then whatever it takes to score one more run, whether it's a bunt or a home run, we'll take either one.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck, and have fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was Strasburg head coach Tom Spidell joining me in the dugout, presented by the Cush Financial Group. Coming up next, the Wendy starting lineups and first pitch of the Eagles and Tigers right here with Big Z Sports on Z Country 99.9.
T-County Boxing Academy on East High in New Philadelphia invites anyone serious about boxing to see what they offer and have success just like pro boxer and Yurksville's own Sugar Dre Donovan. T-County Boxing Academy not only offers the area's premier training facility, but also offers the best supplements on the market for peak training to get the most out of your workouts. To see all T-County Boxing Academy has to offer, find T-County Boxing Academy-TCBA on Facebook.
12 months, special financing,
unbeatable limited time rebates,
and so much more.
Don't wait to stop in our showroom to shop our Memorial Day sales.
Weaver Appliance.
Local people serving local people.
12 months, special financing,
unbeatable limited time rebates,
and so much more.
Don't wait to stop in our showroom to shop our Memorial Day sales.
Weaver Appliance.
Local people serving local people.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on their menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
Back in with your Wood Electric pregame show live from Akron Firestone Stadium. Big Z Sports is going to be bringing you state final action out of Division IV in high school softball here momentarily, but we got a few more things to get through, like your starting lineups brought to you by Wendy's. I'll start things off with the Monroeville Eagles. Their head coach is Abe Helmstetter. Leading things off wearing number 1 is their left fielder, Vienna Helmstetter. Then it's their catcher, number 2, behind the plate, Avery Rosser. In the 3 spot, number 34, it's Abby Puffs. She is the shortstop. Power spot, second baseman, number 22, Taryn Tyler. Then it's their pitcher, number 8, batting 5th, Emily Scheid. Then it is Maddie Reber, the third baseman, batting 6th, wearing number 14. Center fielder is number 4, batting 7th, Ava Kruger. Then your designated player, batting 8th, number 50, Taylor Scheid. Your right fielder is Rachel Fries. She wears number 26 and is batting 9th. Then out in the field at first base, your flex, it's Destiny Sam. She is wearing number 5. As for your Wendy's starting lineups for the Strasburg Tigers, Joe Geckler, why don't you grab that?
Thank you, sir. Number 19, Amelia Spidell. She leads off and is in the circle today, batting 447 with the home run and 19 RBIs on the year. Batting second, number 77, Riley Becker. She's in center field, bats 384 with 9 RBIs and 27 runs scored. Batting third, number 16, Olivia Spinell. She's behind the plate catching her sister. She bats 455, 2 home runs, 33 RBIs on the year. In the cleanup spot, number 9, and the hero from Thursday, Ella Gilkerson. She's at shortstop, batting 481 with 6 home runs, 36 RBIs on the year. At first base, the sophomore, number 14, Miley Reifenschneider, batting 395, 6 home runs, and 37 RBIs on the year. Number 55, and the other senior, Ada Richards. She's at second base, batting 190, 18 RBIs, but she has scored 15 runs on the season. Number 7, Addie Sibla. She's at third base, batting 7th. She's only a freshman. She bats 250, 18 RBIs, 15 runs scored on the season. Number 12, Keegan Kramer. She's in left field, batting 8th. She's a sophomore. That's 356 with a home run and 13 RBIs. And your number 9 hitter, number 35, Rael Watkins. She's in right field, batting 211 with 8 RBIs. Again, we got Spidell, Becker, Spidell, Gilkerson, Reifenschneider, Richards, Sibla, and Kramer. And then Watkins rounds it out in the 9-hole for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Of course, coached by Tom Spidell. They are 30-3 on the regular season. And in tournament action, of course, going for their 3rd straight state title here today in the Division IV championship game. Game about ready to start here. Doing starting lineups. And, Nick, this unbelievable weather today. You couldn't ask for better weather for a state championship weekend for the OHSAA and for all these ladies out here that have worked so hard. When the games start in April, end of March, early April, it's freezing cold, and we've been to some games where we're drinking a hot coffee and bundled up like it's a football game. Then we come here in the beautiful weather.
We were drinking hot coffee on Thursday. What are you talking about?
Yes, we were. I agree with that. It was a little chilly, but the wind's not blowing like it was.
No, it's an absolutely gorgeous day. You couldn't ask for more. And, you know, the thing that's interesting here is there's potential history for both these sides in this matchup. Because for Monroeville, they are seeking their first ever state championship in high school softball. So a lot on the line for them. On the other side, for the Strasburg Tigers, they're looking for championship number 10. And not only would that number 10 be a nice round number, but it would also break a current 3-way tie in Division IV for the most state titles all time in high school softball. And you know there would be no better way to do it and cap that off and get that record than a three-peat, because you think of how many three-peats actually happen in high school athletics when it comes to softball, when it comes to baseball, football. It doesn't matter the sport. Three-peats are incredibly hard to pull off.
Extremely hard to pull off, and, you know, whether it be at the high school level, college level, or, you know, even the pro level. Three-peats are, you know, I believe, if I remember correctly, if you think back, the first ever three-peat in the NBA was the Celtics back in the 60s. Yep. I believe they won like maybe 4 or 5 in a row.
You mean Bill Russell won 3 or 5 in a row.
And then, of course, you had the Chicago Bulls in the 90s do it twice, you know. And, you know, three-peats are extremely hard, and the guy standing in front of us is going to have to sit down because we can't see. But anyway, the game hasn't started yet. But, yeah, it's an extremely hard feat to do, is to win 3 in a row. But these Lady Tigers, they're poised. When they came in today, they were loose, they were ready to go, and they were having fun out there. So let's see, first pitch coming up here in about 6 or 7 minutes, and we'll get this underway. But it's going to be a lot of fun here today.
Both teams are being introduced now. I'll run through again Monroeville real quick. It is Helmstetter, Rosser, Posts, Tyler, Scheid, Reber, Kruger, Scheid, Fries, and then Sam out at first base as your flex player. And as for Strasburg, it will be Spidell, Becker, Spidell, Gilkerson, Reifenschneider, Richards, Sibla, Kramer, and Watkins. as they introduce Amelia Spidell, still the record holder, most strikeouts in the state championship ever with 18. She set that mark last year. You think that's in her back of her mind at all, maybe trying to get that 18 mark again?
No.
We know Amelia better than that. That's not what she's worried about today.
You know, she wants that win today more than anything, and had a good conversation with her after the game on Thursday, and she said, I want to do this for my team. So
pretty good idea to have, pretty good mindset to have coming into a state championship game.
She is the ultimate team player, Nick, and her sister is with her, and she wants this for her teammates, let alone herself.
Absolutely. So both teams getting introduced here, and we're going to be stepping aside momentarily for your national anthem. You are locked into the Wood Electric pregame show. As a reminder, you get all the action throughout the morning here at 99.9. You can also go online to WTUZ.com and live stream us there under the Listen Live button. Immediately following this contest, Casey Claxon, the Claxon Communications crew, will have our replay available on the Big C Sports YouTube channel, so be sure to check that out immediately following the conclusion of this game. We'll step aside for the final time in our pregame. When we return, it will be time for your Buckeye Career Center first pitch. It is Strasburg. It is Monroeville. The state finals from Akron Firestone. They're coming up after this.
Novelis Yorksville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They are currently hiring general laborers and equipment operators. Pay starting up to $22.50 per hour with industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Yorksville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Yorksville. Or call 330-663-3961. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust. Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
They said so. Pretty cool getting to see somebody, one of the men and women in uniform getting to do the first pitch there. Always a great thing to see. And I got to give a huge shout out again to everybody who always makes this possible from Akron Firestone Stadium, whether it is the first responders, the police officers, as well as the EMS staff, and all of the people who put in the hard work here from Akron. Joe, year in and year out, it's just a great place to be for some high school softball.
Yeah, it is for sure. They do a great job here. The OHSAA, they put on a great show here and have everything ready for you, anything and everything you need. And they take care of us when we're here. We appreciate Tim Street and his crew and everybody with the media relations department, the crew here out on the field, the game operations crew. Everybody does a great job. Great facility and class act here for the OHSAA, and do it right here in Akron.
It is important to note here that the pseudo-home team, the home team for this game, will be the Strasburg Lady Tigers, so they'll be taking the field here first. It will be Monroeville, the Eagles, who will be in the box first. And you'll get to see this later on our replay, but if you're listening right now and you're an Ohio State fan, Joe, I don't think you're going to be a huge fan of the Monroeville helmets.
No, I'm not a fan of them at all. Luckily, they're not the colors. They're that other pukey color, black and yellow, instead of blue and yellow.
So Strasburg is taking the field as we wrap up our Wood Electric pregame show. Thank you so much for tuning in for high school softball in Z Country. Today's game will be brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and coming into this showdown for Strasburg, they enter at 29-3, and they are looking for their third consecutive state title and 10th state title all time. As for Monroeville, they enter at 24-6. This is their first ever appearance in the state finals, as they have never finished as a state runner-up or a state champion. So much on the line for both of these sides. So looking forward to getting this underway. Also want to give a huge shout-out to both Adam Sawecki and Shannon Thomas, who are here from Big Z Sports doing some social media work and all the other behind-the-scenes stuff, as well as Casey Claxon, Natalie Holbrook, and Logan McPeek for the Claxon Communications crew, who are putting in all the hard work to make sure that we have our replay available following the contest for free, thanks to our wonderful sponsors. Spidell's final warm-up comes in. She meets with her infield, and we are just about ready to go from Firestone. Standing in, the left-hander, the left fielder, it's Deanna Helmstetter for Monroeville. Amelia Spidell in the circle for Strasburg, moments away from the first pitch, brought to you by Buckeye Career Center. Who's going to establish the momentum early, as the first offering from Spidell is going to be high for ball number 1.
Take a look at the umpires today. At behind home plate, Ryan Murphy. At first base, Raymond Best. Second base, Terry Bossard. And over at third base, Ron Tagenhorst. Those are your umpires today for the state championship game.
Spidell's next offering went inside high, but was swung on and fouled back over the Strasburg dugout, so it evens the count at 1-1. Spidell, overall, pretty much dominant in the state semifinal. Did a great job by stranding a lot of base runners that Minster was able to put out there. Something unfamiliar, though, she actually gave up 7 hits. Not something we're used to seeing from Spidell, as the next offering is going to miss the zone for ball number 2. The Strasburg faithful already giving Blue a hard time, saying they wanted that one. So Helmstetter is back in. Spidell's 2-1 delivery is going to be on the inside corner, fouled away towards the Monroeville dugout. Count pushes even at 2-2.
Avery Rosser on deck, Abby Potts in the hole for the Lady Eagles.
Somehow Helmstetter actually fouled that between her legs, I think.
Yeah, that went through the 5-hole, as they say in hockey.
Yeah. So the 2-2 count upcoming as Spidell takes her time, now toes the rubber. She'll rock, fire, swung on and missed. Punch out number 1 and out number 1 in your state finals.
Hard fastball there by Amelia Spidell, bringing the gas on her first strikeout of the game. And, you know, she inside, outside, but when she wants to strike you out, guess what? Good luck trying to hit it.
Give him the heater, Ricky.
Give him the heater, Ricky.
Avery Rosser, the catcher, will stand in. She's out of the right-handed batter's box. First delivery swung on and fouled back off the netting. It's now 0-1. Great crowd on hand for both these sides. Stands absolutely packed from Firestone, as the spring season will come to an end here. One team's going to walk away making some history today. It depends on what kind of history we're talking about, though, depending on who wins. Spidell rocks, fires. She goes with the changeup, pulled the string. Rosser thought about offering, but she held the hands back as it bounces just behind the plate for ball 1. That backhand change, it almost looks like a knuckler, Joe, from
it
up
does,
here.
for sure. And the way they throw it is kind of like they flip it out there overhand. They throw everything under and then overhand for the changeup, and it dies for sure.
1-1 offering, tried to go to the outside corner. Spidell behind the plate. Olivia couldn't corral it. It was called ball number 2. Now a 2-1 count. Spidell on the mound. She, as Joe said in the pregame, 140 pitches she had there in the early goings, or in the state semifinal, I should say. And with that in mind, she'll have tried to be limiting how many pitches she's throwing to these Monroeville batters, as the next one's fouled off by Rosser. But you know Monroeville scouted that. You know they're going to want to make her work.
For sure, you have to make her work. If you don't make her work, then you're doing yourself a disservice. You got to get the bat on the ball. You got to let the defense play. If you strike out 15, 16 times, guess what? You're not going to win this game. And they know that. They got to come in. They got to get bat on the ball.
2-2 from Spidell. Outside corner, just misses. It's now a full count. Maybe tailed just a hair off the outside corner. Of course, important for both these teams to start establishing the strike zone early, where the umpire's going to want it.
Little thing of note here on Amelia Spidell. She is wearing a little bit of a sleeve, middle forearm all the way up to her above her elbow a little bit. I think it's just to help, constrict those muscles a little bit.
Maybe that fatigue.
A little bit of fatigue, but I know she got some extra work in after the game with being, massaged and rubbed down a little bit and trying to get her muscles to recover a little bit faster. And I know she was worked on after the game on Thursday night, so we'll see if that helps. And the sleeve there is a little extra precaution as well. She doesn't normally wear it, so hopefully her elbow and muscles and can recover good.
The 3-2. Swung on and fouled over towards the first base coach, who makes a nice grab. Tracy Rosser over there in the first base coach's box bare hands it. Strasburg saying, hey, that counts as a foul out, right?
No.
Oh, if that's the case, Coach Rosser's going to get out of the way of that. Full count again. Good at bat from Rosser in the early goings. Top of the first inning, no score. Spidell kicks, fires at the knees, but it just drops a little bit low. Ball number 4 as Monroeville gets a base runner on in the walk to Rosser. You heard the Strasburg faithful. They wanted that one, but it dropped just below the knees.
I don't know where that missed. Looking at the Wayne Dorr replay, that looked like it was on the corner easily, and they called it outside. So if they're not getting the corners on the plate here, Spidell may struggle a little bit. She loves hitting the corners inside and out.
Abby Potts, the shortstop. She's going to hit a ground ball to Richards. Richards boots it off of her foot, but it's going to go on to second for the out. Throw on to first is wide, so Potts will be safe. But that will technically go down as a 4-6 putout after it careened off the glove of Richards right into the glove of Gilkerson.
Yeah, great heads-up play there by Ella Gilkerson at shortstop to field that deflection off of Richards' glove, step on second to get the out, tried to get the double play, and Potts was able to beat it out. So they still have 2 outs now as Poth is on first base after the fielder's choice.
First delivery from Spidell to Taryn Tyler is fouled over the Strasburg dugout, out of play. I bet you if we ask Ada about that play after the game, she goes, I drew it up that way the entire time.
Yeah, I just flipped my glove over and then went in the glove, out the glove, and over to Ella for short. But no, it just deflected, kind of like the play off of the pitcher the other night.
What do we say about good teams will get to this point? Great teams find a way to win. That's kind of one of those examples.
You're
there
out.
Goes the runner. Throw down by Spidell. Tag is not in time as Gilkerson tried to catch Potts sliding in head first. Just couldn't quite get to her as she cut the ball off a little bit earlier. Great throw down by Spidell, but the stolen base has a runner in scoring position for the Eagles.
Gilkerson and Spidell work on that play, and they do that on purpose to throw it up the line to get the runner as they're sliding. They don't wait for him to come to the base, and they work on that. You'll see that all day if that's you'll see runs like that.
Swung on and missed as Spidell goes with the high heat on the outside. Tyler couldn't catch up to it. She slips into a 1-2 hole.
Yeah, you'll see plays like that from Spidell and Gilkerson. If you'll see it at third as well. They'll throw it a little bit up the line just to get them before they get into their slide.
The 1-2 went high, didn't bite that time. Tyler flexes the hands, thought about it instead. Count pushes even to 2-2. We come back to it, Joe. 2-2 count, 2 outs.
Hey, I'm telling you, hit never happens on 2-2-2.
We'll see if that streak keeps going as Spidell's waving off a couple calls from the dugout. Now she gets one that she likes. Drops the rosin bag, toes the rubber, winds, deals. Swung on and missed as she goes upstairs. And that's out number 3.
Told you.
End of the top of the first. Strasburg strands 1. Monroeville strands 1. It will be Tigers coming up to bat in the state finals with Big Z Sports right after this.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Bottom of the first from Akron Firestone Stadium. Division IV state final is here for high school softball. Great work by Amelia Spidell and her defense out there for that top of the first inning as she strikes out Helmstetter, then walks Rosser, ends up getting a fielder's choice at second that gets Potts, then strikes out Tyler, and Spidell will be your leadoff for the Tigers as we move on to the bottom of the first inning. It will be Spidell, Becker, and Spidell due up. I know we made this joke in the semifinals, but sounds like a law firm.
Spidell, Gilkerson. That could be.
There you go.
Never actually got the chance to do that one because
Ella
wasn't here. So.
So on the mound for Monroeville, and her first offering is going to draw too far inside. On the mound for them is Emily Scheid. She has been one of the go-to pitchers all season long for Monroeville, but they also will use Helmstetter if the need arises. Next delivery from Scheid is going to be up in the zone for ball number 2. Something of note here, Joe, we are used to seeing the velocity that Spidell always brings in the circle for Strasburg. Not so much for Monroeville, a little bit slower on these first few offerings. So now the 2-0. High again, 3-0. 3 straight balls to start off the game. Could be a little bit of nerves coming in there. Next delivery is going to be on the outside corner for strike number 1. Spidell, coming into this game, had a wonderful performance both offensively and defensively in that state semifinal victory, and she'll watch strike number 2. That comes right down Broadway, and the bottom drops out of it.
Well, drop ball action there right over the middle of the plate. You don't want to do that too often. May get put one in the dugout.
3-2 is going to run inside. Ball 4. Great first at bat for Spidell as she'll trot on down to first. And we got a no-out base runner. Riley Becker will stand in, the slapper.
And Riley Becker comes in batting .384 with 9 RBIs, 27 runs. Likes to bunt as well when you get runners on. May see that here coming up out of Riley Becker, the junior.
Scheid winds, deals. There's the bunt attempt, and it's popped up foul straight back off of the screen.
If you remember back in the state semifinals, Becker tried to slap one with 2 strikes and lined out to third and doubled off Amelia Spidell at first. So got to get that ball down on the ground if you're trying to get Spidell over to second base.
Yeah, that was the first inning, too. That was a big momentum shift, we thought. Becker sees the next one come inside, and I think she might have fouled it. And he points to the bat. Sure enough, I think Becker did foul it off of her bat somehow as that pitch was coming in right towards her face masks on her helmet. She didn't pull the bat back away in time, though. It's now 0-2.
You don't have time, really, when you're trying to get out of a pitch coming in that fast and get out of the way and drop the bat. Sometimes you see that happen, but now 0-2 count to Becker.
She'll be swinging away. And she'll be a little tapper back to Scheid, who
it.
bobbles it, and she's going to be safe at first.
We'll say you're not getting her. You bobble it. Becker's too fast out of that left-hander's batter's box to get her. That's going to be an error, though, on the pitcher. She should easy ground ball. She just let it bounce too many times. It bounced out of her glove, and Becker was able to get to first on the error by the pitcher.
I thought there might be a question from Coach Helmstetter as to whether or not that ball hit the plate. But there was no appeal, so it is now 2 runners on, nobody out. Olivia Spidell, the catcher, will stand in. She's got a golden opportunity to untie this game. She'll watch strike 1 right down the pipe.
Delayed call there by the home plate umpire, Ryan Murphy, behind the plate today.
I was trying to point that out for you.
Thank you.
My fingers are too fat. You got 2 of them. Next offering tries to go outside, goes too far outside.
Got some sausages there, Nick.
Yeah.
you and Kale. I don't know who has the bigger sausages.
Kale.
You or Kale?
It's Kale. Rosser behind the plate was trying to frame it, but he was not buying it behind the plate. Now a 1-1 delivery. Spidell's going to round a bunt, pops it straight back, but it's going to go off the netting, trying to catch the Monroeville defense napping. Instead, she'll slip behind 1-2. Big thank you to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency for this presentation of high school softball and the state championships and all the other sponsors you're going to be hearing from throughout this morning's action. Scheid's next offering's right back up the middle. Spidell puts a line drive to center, rounding second and rounding third now is going to be Spidell. Becker's going to pull up at third. Now a rundown from Spidell. They're going to run her all the way back. Ball's dropped at first.
Score.
Becker's going home. It's a 2-0 ball game. Spidell's going to advance to second.
Olivia Spidell heads up, base running. That's what they teach at Strasburg. Get in a run down, let your run score, and then cause the defense to make a mistake. Exactly what happened. The Lady Eagles threw the ball away at first, allowed the run to score. Spidell gets to second base, going to be an RBI single, and the run scores on the air, 2-0 Strasburg.
Spidell with that huge turn was standing right by the second baseman. Shortstop came running over and started following her. She followed her all the way back to the bag, which is what you're supposed to do. The only problem is she tried to throw over to first base, and the first baseman in some, and the ball went out of her glove, and Becker was off to the races the moment that ball came out of the glove. 2-0 ball game already.
Ella Gilkerson steps in the cleanup spot, batting .481, 6 home runs, 36 RBIs on the season, only one behind the team leader, Miley Reifenschneider.
She will watch strike number 1 that catches the outside corner. I wasn't waiting for Blue on that one, Joe. I was just going with the call.
If you wait for Blue, we'll be here till Sunday. Reifenschneider on deck for the Lady Tigers. This 3-4-5 is a very vaunting task for any pitcher.
Next delivery is way high, and jumping out of her stance is Rosser behind the plate. Good job to pluck it from the sky and keep Spidell from advancing any closer. You could call it the Strasburg 3-headed monster, but at sometimes you could almost call it a 9-headed monster, 1 through 9 for this batter.
You just never know who's going to step up, but to get through 3-4-5 without any damage as it's fouled back here right in front of us, Nick, and you never know. You get through 3-4-5, you never know. Keegan Kramer, if you remember, I believe it was Kramer in the regional, just slapped a couple over top of the third baseman's head in front of the left fielder, and a couple big hits there, and you just never know.
That's been the difference, is how this Strasburg team has produced from top to bottom. That is what's put them ahead of so many other teams, as Gilkerson watches ball number 2, just draws outside, and counts even at 2-2. Nobody gone, bottom of the first inning. Strasburg rolling already. It's a 2-0 lead in the state championship. Scheid will kick, deal, swung on. Gilkerson pulls it down the left side. It's going well foul into the bleachers, though. Got under it, didn't quite drive it the way she wants, because I've noticed now, Joe, the wind's actually blowing straight in from center.
Yeah, the wind's blowing in from center, coming right back at us. We need a banner in front of us now, but we couldn't see anything.
Well, we have one at our feet at least.
One at our feet. Our legs are warm, but our face is cold.
Maybe shorts was a bad idea. Scheid is ready. A 2-2. Inside, and tiptoeing over it is Gilkerson. Count's going to run full.
Again, Miley Reifenschneider on deck for the Lady Tigers. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Tigers lead 2-0.
Big pitch early on. Scheid kicks, steals inside, and that's going to be a walk as Gilkerson's on. And right now, Monroeville is struggling to get anybody out, and they bring the biggest power hitter in the lineup for Strasburg to the plate in Miley Reifenschneider.
What's crazy about the 3-4-5 hitters for Strasburg? They're all sophomores.
Yeah.
All sophomores.
There's 2 more years after this one that they're coming back. So Reifenschneider will stand in. 2 runners on. First delivery from Scheid right down the middle for strike number 1. Looking back at the previous game, Joe, Reifenschneider, I believe, had a base knock, but overall, kind of a quiet day for her in the lineup. And time's going to be called here. I say a quiet day. Now Reifenschneider's going to stand in there and say, we'll change that quiet day.
For sure.
Scheid's 0-1. She'll kick, deal. Swung on.
Get out.
Reifenschneider.
Get out of here. Get out.
And it's a no-doubter. A 3-run home run. Miley Reifenschneider makes it a 5-0 ball game in the bottom of the first. The Strasburg Lady Tigers' quest for 3 is off to a picture-perfect start.
An absolute bomb by Miley Reifenschneider, every bit of 250, 260 feet out of here to left center field, gives the Strasburg Lady Tigers a 5-0 lead. As we mentioned, you get through 3-4-5, you're doing okay, but that's a tall task for any pitcher in this state to get through that 3-4-5 in that lineup, and Reifenschneider made him pay. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
We are going to have a pitching change already, as coming into the game now for Monroeville, looks like it is going to be their other pitcher in Desting Psalm. So we'll go ahead and take a brief time. Take that back. Psalm's going out to center. We'll take a brief timeout. When we return, we'll let you know all about that pitching change. Don't go anywhere, though. The Strasburg Lady Tigers lead 5-0.
Wow.
State championship returns after this.
You need unified insulation.
AC always running? Second floor always hot?
Electric bills sky high? Don't let the upcoming summer months steam you out of your own home. Call Unified Insulation today. Hi, this is Jeremiah Thomas with Unified Insulation. With our help, your home will be cool and comfortable all summer long. Find us at unifiedinsulation.com.
You need unified insulation.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
Country.
We're going to the bullpens early as Monroeville is going to make a pitching change. We said that they would not be afraid to do it early as they had two pitchers they go and interchange quite frequently. It is now Vienna Helmstetter who will step on, and she is not in a favorable position as it is a 5-0 ball game already. Strasburg leads thanks to a 3-run blast to left center off the bat of Miley Reifenschneider. So it will be Helmstetter to stand in for her first at bat. And Ada Richards will stand in from the left-handed batter's box. The sixth batter to come up, and still nobody gone in the bottom of the first. Helmstetter's first offerings fouled away by Richards to the left side. Helmstetter, Joe, just from the warm-ups, and we're watching a little bit more on the velocity side of things, it looks like.
A little bit comes from the left side, a little different vantage point for the batters now as Richards steps in lefty on lefty. But you got mainly right-handers in the box. There's three, as that's going to be popped up.
Richards pops it up left center. That's going to be trouble, and it's going to drop. Richards rounds first wide, but she'll turn around as the center fielder there was tracking it down in Kruger. The only problem was that wind is blowing from right to left now. That ball just kept tailing and tailing and tailing.
When you get a ball in the air, up in the air off of the bat of a left-hander, what it's going to do, it's going to tail towards left field, especially if you hit it to center, it's going to go towards left center. That's exactly what happened, plus the wind pushed it even farther. Don't think the center fielder took the wind into account, bounced in front of her, and that's a base hit.
Addie Sibla will now stand in. She'll watch strike one on the outside corner from Helmstetter. For Monroeville, trailing 5 runs already here in the first. Everyone's just got to take a deep breath. You got to completely reset and forget what this first inning has been for the rest of this contest. Now rounding the bunt is Sibla, but she'll pull the bat back and watches a ball.
Sibla comes in batting .250 with 18 RBIs, 15 runs scored for the Lady Tigers.
Helmstetter gets the call. The lefty's ready again. Chirac, deal. Swung on, Sibla pops up, left center, center fielder, left fielder, converging left fielder come over and make the grab, and Richards will have to retreat. And finally, Monroeville will register out number 1 in the bottom of the first.
Takes to the 7th batter of the inning to get out number 1. Going to bring in number 12, Keegan Kramer, left fielder, batting .356, a home run, 13 RBIs, but 5 runs on the board already for the Lady Tigers here in the bottom of the first.
So Kramer, who delivered a base knock in the state semifinal, will watch the first pitch go high and away, ball number 1. What an unbelievable onslaught to start this game from Strasburg. We knew they had that high-powered offense, but they're putting it's proof on the field right now just how high-powered it can be. As Helmstetter kicks, steals outside corner, and it is going to be there for strike number 1. Outside corner at the knees would be a good location from Helmstetter if she is able to keep plucking away or keep nailing that spot. Richards still stands on at first. Helmstetter's next one is going to be another strike on the outside corner as it runs back in on Kramer. So Helmstetter letting a little bit more breath return to this Monroeville dugout, and she'll get a punch out there as she sits down Kramer on 4 pitches. Out number 2 in the bottom of the first. It will bring up the right fielder, Raelle Watkins. It's got to be good feeling for the Eagles faithful with Helmstetter coming on and producing in the first 2 batters.
Yeah, for sure. And
3 batters, I should say.
Again, that vantage point of a lefty you saw. I mean, of course, the bottom of the lineup hadn't seen that right-hander that was in there, but still, you see it from the dugout. You see right-hander, you get her delivery, you get her release, and then all of a sudden they bring in somebody else, and you got to kind of watch what they're doing here as that ball goes high for ball 2.
2 straight ran up out of the zone to Watkins. Helmstetter ready. She'll kick, fire, swung on and missed as Watkins couldn't catch up to the heater. It's now 2-1. Other teams arriving now for their state final showdowns. Kind of an early arrival there, Joe. Getting ready, getting warmed up quick. Watkins slaps it, right center. It's going to drop. It's going to the wall. Richards round second. She's looking at third. Coach Spidell sending her home. Here comes Watkins towards third. It's an RBI triple. And Strasburg leads 6-0.
Big hit there for Rael Watkins. An RBI triple jumps this lead to 6-0 now for the Lady Tigers. And the freshman coming through with a shot to the right center field gap. And the Tigers are loose and playing and having fun out there today early on in the bottom of the first.
The first 6 batters we have seen have now all come around to score, and we've batted around. It is Amelia Spidell. She drew a walk, her first at bat, and then came around to score on the RBI from her sister Olivia. First offering's going to be on the inside corner for strike number 1.
Big shout out to my sister Rhonda, listening back in Fairfield, Ohio, down around Cincinnati. She's listening to us online today. We appreciate it, sis. Thanks for supporting Big Z Sports.
Spidell slaps it towards the left side, and it's going to go foul off in front of the Strasburg fan section. Big Z Sports really is everywhere, is what
they
you're saying.
They are, yeah. When you have people from all over the state, obviously I grew up down there, so my family listens quite a bit, and my sister texted and said, hey, you and Nick are sounding great this morning. So I think she was being nice to me. I'm sure she says Nick sounds so much better than you.
Yeah, right. But we don't sound great. Strasburg's doing all the work. 6-0. Helmstetter is ahead 0-2 in the count to Spidell, and their next delivery is going to be in the dirt. Good block by Rosser. We'll keep Watkins over there at third.
Actually get to see my family tomorrow. We're all meeting at Hocking Hills, so they're all coming up to Hocking Hills to hang out with us for the day, so that'll be a fun day tomorrow.
Beautiful place to see. Spidell's going to ground it. Second baseman will glove it cleanly, and on to first for out number 3. The Tigers bat around, and they lead 6-0. We go on to the top of the second inning. State championship softball will return with Big Z Sports right after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Welcome back in with Big Z Sports right here at 99.9 WTUZ. It is the Strasburg Lady Tigers leading 6-0 over the Monroeville Lady Eagles.
We must look really important. We're getting lots of important documents handed to us.
I guess.
It's you, Nick.
I have never felt that more important, truthfully. As it will be 5, 6, and 7 due up for Monroeville, who, well, let's just say it how it is, Joe. We're lambasted there in that first inning by Strasburg. 6 runs coming across, 3 of those off the bat of Miley Reifenschneider, who went yard to left center. Spidell kicks and fires, and it goes low to Emily Scheid.
In interviews, coaches say, hey, what's one of your keys? And, hey, we want to start fast. Well, you started fast, Coach Spidell. That's 6 runs in the bottom of the first to jump out, and I'm not sure the Tigers needed that as loose as they were. Ground ball up the middle.
Richards dives, can't grab it, and Emily Scheid has a leadoff single to get things rolling for the Eagles in the second. Scheid, who started the game on the mound, who has now moved over to first base, helping her team out here, trying to get some momentum back.
Yeah, for sure. When you're trailing 6-0, you're not going to get it back in one at bat. Go up there, see some pitches, get some hits, and try to get rallies going. You're down 6 runs. Like I said, you're not going to get it back in one swing of the bat. Now, you get a couple runs on the board, then one swing of the bat can get it back for you if you get them loaded. Popped it up.
Reber's going to pop it up. It's going to go foul as Reifenschneider was trying to dive to make the grab, but she wisely kind of bailed off towards the right and let it just bounce out of play. As she gets up looking at her hand. Sliding down on the turf like that, it's a lot harder than you actually think it is.
Harder.
It's not cushy by any means.
It's not cushy by any means. You get turf burn, you get rubber pellets all over you. But Reifenschneider hustling in there from crashing hard at first. Nice bunt.
Beautiful bunt there from Reber, and she'll be thrown out at first. The fielder's choice, snap throw down to second there as they try to catch Scheid leaning, but they won't get her. So the fielder's choice does put one in scoring position for Monroeville.
That'll actually go down as a sacrifice, Nick.
It was a bunt. Good point. Good call.
1-4 on the putout on the sacrifice by Reber.
I was thinking about the state semifinal game in which it wasn't technically a sacrifice because it was a ground ball back to the pitcher, but the same exact concept. Next pitch is going to be low. It's Ava Kruger who will come in. Kruger in that last half inning tried to trail down that fly ball from Ada Richards. That just kept tailing and tailing and tailing. And she ran a long way just to see it bounce in front of her off the turf. Kruger's going to go back up the middle. Diving grab by Richards. Tries to double him up at second, but she will not be able to do it. What a play by Ada Richards, who gets out number 2.
That was very close to hitting the turf, and Richards did a great job to get her glove under the ball and to catch it, and almost doubled that runner back off a second, but runner able to get back and Scheid. But great job there. Heads up play by Ada Richards.
Up next, standing in for the first time, it will be Taylor Scheid, the DP. She watches strike number 1. Those little moments as we come back through this game could be all the difference here as Strasburg is all business early. Next delivery from Spidell is going to run low for ball number 1. I mean, did you expect anything different, though, Joe, from this Strasburg team?
No, we've seen them so many times, Nick, and we know that they can jump out in a hurry and they put pressure on you. And if you fold under that pressure, they're gonna beat you up, and not in a literal sense, but they will beat you up and then just run you to death. They're gonna put the pressure on, and it doesn't stop.
They're not gonna slow down.
No, and they don't think any lead is safe, and they will keep putting the pressure on.
Next delivery is going to be strike number 3 to Scheid as it's a strikeout looking for Spidell, her second of the ball game. It will be Monroeville who strands 1 as we move on into the bottom of the second inning. Strasburg already out in front by 6. Can the Tigers add more? Find out right after this.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way to TMK, service with a personal touch.
It's Riley Becker to lead off in the bottom of the second inning for the Strasburg Lady Tigers, who lead 6-0 over the Monroeville Lady Eagles state championship from Division 4, presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency right here at 99.9 WTUZ. And thanks everyone for tuning in today and listening to Strasburg's quest for a three-peat. Immediately following the game, you can watch our replay on YouTube, courtesy of our great sponsors and the Claxon Communications crew. Becker is up in the count 2-0 as Scheid No, it was Helmstetter. Comes set and delivers, and it is ball number 3. I said that they like to interchange those pitchers, Joe, and I almost thought they switched in between innings there. But still the lefty.
Yeah, the lefty Helmstetter still in the circle, behind the count 3-0.
And it will be Becker who runs up, sees strike number 1.
Really? Interesting.
Not to the agreement of Joe. Becker, she reached on an error by the pitcher, and the pitcher at that point was shied in the first. She'll try to bunt, and she'll foul it off of Rosser behind her, so now the count pushes even, or goes full, rather, at 3-2.
That strike 1 call may have hit a right-handed batter. That's why I was kind of shocked if there was a right-handed batter in there. It may have been a hit by pitch.
Clip the front of the zone, maybe.
Yeah, the front of the something.
3-2. Becker slaps it, fouled back off the cage, and she'll do it again.
Becker reached on an error, her first time up on the bunt attempt back to the pitcher. She was unable to field it cleanly. You get the wheels coming out of that left-handed batter's box in Becker, and you got to field it cleanly. You're not going to get her.
Next delivery is going to be a tapper to
That's
second baseman.
Hit.
It's going to be a close play at first and not in time, as beating it out on the ground there was Becker, as Taryn Tyler fielded it cleanly, did not trace in quick enough. Becker showing off the wheels, and it's an infield single.
You got to be quick with Becker coming out of that box. She should have charged it and got it over to first as quick as she can. She laid back on it, let it come to her, and that cost a hit. That cost him a hit. Riley Becker beat it out for a base hit.
So it will be Olivia Spidell who stands in and watches the first one just a tad high for ball number 1.
Spidell with an RBI single.
And a very heads-up base running move that got Becker home.
Absolutely. That's as a sophomore, she's a very headsy player. She knows what to do out there. Very smart player.
Next delivery's in the turf. Rosser does a good job to pick it and keep Becker over at first.
The wind can stop. Like, it was great when we got here. Now it's starting to pick up a little bit. I'm like, come on.
It's getting a little chilly, but as the sun keeps coming up, it's going to get warmer. Spidell stands back in, watches ball number 3, and all of a sudden Helmstetter can't find the zone. She did a great job with the bottom part of the order after she came in relief in sitting down Strasburg in short order. She did give up the RBI triple, though, to Raelle Watkins. She'll wind fire. Spidell was taken all the way and watches strike 1 on the outside corner.
Yeah, when you're up 6-0, you're down. You're up in the count 3-0. Guess what? You're not doing. Nick?
You're not swinging for the fences.
You're
that's
not
for sure.
Trying to make something happen if you're trailing in the game, but you're up in the count 3-0 and you're up 6-0. You're not swinging.
And there's ball 4 as Spidell watches the next one hit the ground. So now 2 on, and it brings up Ella Gilkerson. Ella walks.
Doesn't get any easier.
And we are going to get a courtesy runner, it looks like, for Spidell, I think. And
yeah,
sure enough, we are. And coming on, I think it's going to be Sophia Seacrest.
Typically is the number 5.
It is. So it is Sophia Seacrest who will come in as the courtesy runner.
So great seeing Sophie out there as she hurt her foot midway through the season and was in a boot for a little while, and finally be able to get out there and run again. You can see she has a little bit of an ankle brace on as well. So good to see Sophia Seacrest out there running again. She ran a lot last year in the state games, and so good to see her back out there.
First offering to Gilkerson's going to be there for a strike. And also, while we're on that subject, I do want to say it is good to see Vienna Helmstetter out there for Monroeville. Last year during basketball, she actually tore her ACL and missed her entire sophomore season on the mound. So seeing her going back to work, that is good stuff, as Gilkerson fouls it off the cap of the bat, and it will trickle foul over towards the Monroeville dugout. Injuries, just you hate to see them at any sport, any level. And for Helmstetter to get back out there, that's always a good thing.
Absolutely. I have a saying about injuries, they suck.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No matter what they are. Injuries suck.
Now the 0-2. And it's going to go just a tad high. Gilkerson started loading up, but she held off.
Of course, the big batter, Miley Reifenschneider on deck, already hit one out of here at about 300 feet. Back in the first.
It keeps getting bigger.
I watched the replay. I think it about hit the stairs back there on the dugout. That's going to
Gilkerson's going to pop it up on the infield. She got it off the handle, and she'll fly out to the shortstop for out number 1. That will bring up Reifenschneider, who's looking to build on her 3 RBI day on a 3-run home run.
And now if you look at the Wayne Dorr replay, when you go back and watch it, you can see the home run by Reifenschneider back in the first inning. Big thanks to Wayne Dorr on our instant replay.
If you've been here to this stadium, I thought it was going to end up on the hillside in left center.
It's going to be there by the end of the game. Let's keep letting it grow a little bit. Ooh,
and
up and in.
Inside and high as Reifenschneider ducks her head out of the way.
Message pitch?
Nah, I'd say Helmstetter just trying to draw it in because the last pitch that was launched by Reifenschneider was on the outer part of the zone. She just pushed it in a little too far. Helmstetter's next one's going to be at the knees down the middle for strike number 1.
If it was Thursday and she hit it up in that jet stream when the wind was blowing out, it would have landed on the hill. Maybe the street where the cars are.
Look where the flag and center pole's blowing out to now.
To the bullpen in left field.
Blowing right to left.
Yep.
Helmstetter kicks, steals, and swung out and missed as she fooled Reifenschneider with an off speed. It's now 1-2.
She pulled the string on Miley Reifenschneider, had her out in front. And I'm not sure she'll see another fastball the rest of the game.
You really want to give her something slow that she can time either?
No, because you see enough of it. She's got the power to get it out of here.
Helmstetter's 1-2, swung on, fouled towards the Monroeville dugout and heads up over there. Miley, as we've kind of mentioned, the core of this lineup, a lot of sophomores through there. That is a terrifying prospect if you play in the district and the region for Strasburg, because they got a lot of this team back. Of course, Amelia Spidell, their star pitcher from the last 4 years, will not be there as she is a senior. The 1-2 count is fouled over towards the Monroeville faithful. Good heads-up play there. You got to keep your head on a swivel every time you come see a game from Akron. The netting does a great job for people straight back, but down the lines, it's got just the perfect angle.
Yeah, you really got to watch.
The 1-2 again in the dirt on the changeup. There's going to be the runner, and she's going to be safe
she beat
as
it.
Becker slides in safely. The tag from the third baseman there
was high, on her near her hip.
It was high, and Reber was actually playing up the line, and she tried to lunge back and make the tag and could not catch the stealing Becker. And it looks like Coach Helmstetter wants a conversation.
He's not happy with that call, but I think it was the right call. If we can see it on the replay, Casey Claxon gives us the safe call on the replay, the Wayne Dorr replay. It looks like she got her up on the hip, but her feet were already on the bag, Nick. So great call by the third base umpire as the replay coming through now when you go back and watch it. Becker gets a late break on that. A better throw would have had her for sure. And she got her up near the hip, lower back area, and she was able to get her her lead slide leg in there ahead of the tag.
She's getting a hard time from the Strasburg faithful who are saying, "Why didn't you run earlier? It wouldn't have been quite as close." She was stealing towards the Strasburg side of the stadium. It is a 2-2 count upcoming, and time is called by Reifenschneider, who wants a reset, as it was Helmstetter who was taking a while on the circle. So both runners in scoring position. One out. Bottom of the second inning, 6-0 lead for Strasburg. Swung on and just fouled as somehow Reifenschneider got just enough of that to foul it off of Rosser.
So Miley stays alive there as, again, I believe that was an off-speed pitch that had her out in front a little bit, but able to flip the bat out there and just make contact with the ball to stay alive.
The 2-2 upcoming again. Helmstetter kicks, steals. Reifenschneider, line shot in between the 3-4 hole. That's going to plate one. Here comes the second runner, and she's going to score as both Seacrest and Becker come around. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Miley Reifenschneider working on a 5 RBI day.
The sophomore has come to play today, and Miley Reifenschneider, a 3-run bomb in the first, an RBI 2-run single here in the second. 8-0 Strasburg, and Miley Reifenschneider says, "Hey, Amelia, I've got your back."
She certainly does. Ada Richards will stand in. She delivered a single, came around to score. And she's going to deliver a 3-4 single. Reifenschneider's going to round second. Left fielder or right fielder has a hard time holding on to it, and there's going to be runners at the corners with one gone.
Nice hit there by Ada Richards. Right between second and first base, gets the runner all the way to third, and Reifenschneider and Richards on base now with a single. Going to bring up Addie Sibla.
This is what's so dangerous about this Strasburg team. When their offense smells blood in the water, they do not relent. Addie Sibla flew out to left her first time up. But she's got a chance for an RBI here. Maybe more, depending on where she can place this ball as Helmstetter kicks, steals. There goes the runner in Richards, who tries to draw the run down.
Throw it. Let's throw it. Do it.
They got to teach them the Dion high step around Strasburg, because that's what all these runners do when they're advancing from first to second.
I was watching a baseball game earlier, calling a baseball game earlier this year, a local high school team, and they have a play that literally their runner falls down on purpose.
Oh, yeah. as Sibla will foul it off to the right side of the netting.
Not going to say who it is, but you know what?
It was
pretty interesting to see it happen because I even called it. Oh man, he tripped. They're going to and then in the break, the guy that I was with said, "No, that was intentional." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
You're not actually trying to get the rundown. You're just trying to draw a balk from the pitcher.
For sure.
So the 1-1, Helmstetter kick, steals, swung on and missed. Ball goes into the turf, but it is corralled quickly by Rosser, and Reifenschneider has to retreat. So Helmstetter is up 1-2 in the count. 8-0 ball game, bottom of the second inning. Strasburg looks well on their way to a three-peat and their 10th state title all time. Still a lot of softball to go. Helmstetter's next delivery is going to run high on Sibla. It's now 2-2. Well, you can't say it this time, Joe, because there's only one out, but it is a 2-2 count.
2-2-1. It happens all the time getting hits that way.
Helmstetter kicks, steals. Sibla holds the bat back, and she watches ball number 3. She started the hands forward, but had enough discipline to hold off. So a payoff pitch for this at bat upcoming. Both runners in scoring position. There is a huge hole in right center if Sibla could place it out there. Helmstetter delivers, swung on and missed. And Helmstetter gets a big out number 2 as it will bring Keegan Kramer to the plate for the Tigers.
Kramer struck out her first time up. But runners on second and third with 2 outs here. In the bottom of the second, Strasburg up 8-0.
It's Reifenschneider on at third, Richards on at second. Helmstetter's first delivery to Kramer's too far outside, ball number 1. That's a big momentum punch-out for Helmstetter, trying to get some momentum back by way of the Eagles, who have found themselves behind big early. Her next delivery is going to go high to Kramer. It's now 2-0. We saw, Joe, earlier on in the state semi, the bottom part of the order kind of came through at various different times in the first part to get themselves back into this ball game. But now it's the top of the order that's just handling it all and said, hey, girls, we appreciate it. We got it from here.
We got you.
It's now 3-0 as Kramer saw the next one run high as well.
Jump on our back, and we'll carry you to the finish line.
The 3-0. Take all the way. It's in the turf, and Reifenschneider comes breaking in, but Rosser does a great job keeping it in front of her. But the bases are juiced, and it brings up Raelle Watkins. She had an RBI triple already.
RBI triple would be huge here. Would make it a 11-run game. If you weren't wondering about the mercy rule in softball, it's only 10 after 5. That's all you have. So this game is essentially going at least 5 innings, regardless of the amount of runs scored and in the deficit here today.
Helmstetter's first offer doesn't catch the zone. It's now 1-0 to Watkins. Helmstetter kick, steal, swung on and missed as she went with the heat and got it on the outside corner past Watkins. I said the other teams, Joe, showing up here early to get warmed up. Might not be as early as we thought, given that the lead that Strasburg has established here early on. Next delivery
that miss
is going to miss somewhere. It's now 2-1. I'll let Casey Claxon make that call as well. He says low.
He has the camera. He has the eagle eye view from center field. We don't see that ball coming back. Oh, just over out of my reach.
I tell you what, if we didn't have the roof, that would have been right to you. I think.
Yes, it would have. We got out there, and if we had a park, that almost got our car. We parked this way today. Like we were way down the left field line on Thursday, and we're back behind home plate closer. And that is a few cars away. But
I think we've been all right.
I think we'll be all right. Jared will kick our butt. We get some softball dents in the car or a windshield.
You're telling him, not me, if that happens.
I ain't telling him. It's 2-2-2, by the way.
It is. Watkins stands back in. Helmstetter, kick, steal, swung on and just fouled away off the glove of Rosser, so she'll do it again.
I'll let the full-time employee tell him that.
There you go.
Well, that's you. You or Adam.
Oh, I was going to say Adam. Tell Adam.
He drove today. It's his fault.
Exactly. He's the one who parked, not me. 2-2 again. Helmstetter lines, fires. She went with the off-speed, and it hits the turf. Oh. Full count and a payoff pitch upcoming. 8-0 lead. Nowhere to put Watkins. Helmstetter working quickly. She'll wind, fire, went too high, and it is an RBI for Watkins as she walks with the bases loaded and brings home Reifenschneider. 9-0 lead for Strasburg.
2 RBIs on the day for Rael Watkins on a triple and a walk. Brings in Amelia Spidell for the 3rd time in just the 2nd inning.
Amelia's probably thinking, man, I'm going to get tired here if you keep running me out here in the base paths. I got some pitching to do.
Can they add the DP already when the game starts?
Yeah. Hey, can we change our lineup real quick? I don't think that's going to go over well. So Spidell, so far today, she has delivered a walk, came around to score, then ground out. She'll stand in right up on the line of the left-handed batter's box, and she will paint one on the left side.
Get down.
It is going to hook just foul as Spidell put a little too much English on it. That was going to the corner, and if it did, she'd be standing on third potentially.
Absolutely. Great little flip the bat out there to try to get it on that line and get it to the fence, and just outside in the foul territory. Missed it by about 4 or 5 feet, and that ball, again, tailing away a little bit off the bat of Spidell. But the wind, I'm sure, pushed it a little bit as well.
Helmstetter ready. Her 0-1 to Spidell is going to be low. Plucked out of the pellets by Rosser behind the plate.
That's so funny.
Plucked out of the pellets.
Pellets, turf, in the dirt.
Spidell stands back in. The 1-1. Too high, and Rosser has to lunge up and nearly jump out of her cleats to make that grab. It's now 2-1.
Great crowd on hand. A sea of orange off to our left down the third base line. Some black and gold, and nice crowd on hand. Full house crowd here. Both teams travel well. Monroeville not too far from Akron. They're probably an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour 20 minutes.
Pretty
Strasburg.
Decent drive for both these
Yeah,
sides.
so and a lot of teams close to Akron in the state championship game as it is outside for ball
and
number
that will
4.
Bring home another one as Spidell walks, and she gets an RBI, her first of the day. It will bring home Richards, and it is a 10-0 lead. Courtesy runner coming on now for Spidell. It looks like it's going to be Richards.
Miley Richards, number 43, coming in to run for Amelia Spidell. Give her a little bit of a break in between here as it looks like we're going to have another pitching change.
Potentially here, as it will be Helmstetter who's going out there to talk on the mound. 10-0, Strasburg leads over Monroeville. Big Z Sports will go ahead and take a quick timeout, and we will return after this.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Back from Akron Firestone Stadium, 10-0. Strasburg leads Monroeville here in the state finals. Riley Becker slaps the first one she sees. Infield fly, well, it's 2 outs. Not quite infield fly, but she will pop out to Emily Scheid, who came back on the mound. Tigers with a double-digit lead will move on into the 3rd inning, and it will be Joe Geckler who will take things over when we return right here at 99.9 WTUZ.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Are you neglecting your building's fifth wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
Division 4 state championship game. The Strasburg Lady Tigers lead 10-0, and we have 9-1-2 here in the top of the third for the Monroeville Lady Eagles. First pitch from Spidell. Going to be a strike on the outside corner to Rachel Fries, the right fielder. Her first at bat here today.
Hard to believe it's a 10-0 game, first at bat for the 9-hole hitter, Joe.
Yeah, they get all the way to the bottom of the order for the first time here today. Spidell gets her call, now delivers the 0-1 pitch. Going to be fouled back to the screen now. No balls and 2 strikes to Rachel Fries. She is only a sophomore, so she'll be around a couple more years. I just can't get past the helmets, man. It really just aggravates me.
You thinking Wolverines?
I am, yes. I want to call them Michigan, but now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind us and out of play, and almost got a car, and it got under a car back there, so no damage really.
If you're driving a black Subaru, you might have a souvenir under your car by the time you leave.
May have a yellow little mark on the side there, but count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Spidell with 3 strikeouts on the day. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and driven down the right field line, and that's going to get out of play up past the stands. The right fielder, Watkins, gave it a look and gave it a run, but that was well out of play. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes.
That's something that's always of note. It is hard to get on the velocity of Amelia Spidell. Be that as it may, though, if you do get a hold of it, it can definitely go somewhere in a hurry, but it's a lot easier said than done.
Fries chokes up on the bat. And change up there, as she was able to hold off, was Rachel Fries.
Just the way the bottom drops out of that pitch. I mean, like we said earlier in the broadcast, it just looks like a knuckler out of the hand.
I would have swung myself into the turf trying to hit that ball because it would have fooled me. Now the 1-2 delivery from Spidell. Checks her swing. And she is okay there, says the first base umpire, Raymond Best, today again. Ryan Murphy behind the plate, Raymond Best at first, Terry Boggard at second, and Ron Tattengorst. I hope I pronounced that right. That's a big dude down there at third base. Tatchen, whatever, but he's a big dude. Swung on and fouled off again. His arms are about the size of my thighs, so he's got some guns down there at third base. So that ball was fouled out of play. The count remains now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is exactly what you need if you're Monroeville. If you're going to seize back any momentum in this contest, you got to get deeper in the counts with Spidell, because the last 5 batters she faced, there's only a handful of pitches on all of them.
Helmstetter and Rosser due up here in the top of the third as well. That's going to be blooped out behind first base, and that's going to fall just foul. All 3 Strasburg defenders over there, Richards, Reifenschneider, and Watkins, all converge in a triangle, and it falls right in between them, but in foul territory. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on again, driven down the right field line, just out of the reach of Watkins as she is guarding that right field line.
A little bit
she
now.
said, "Okay, I was over closer to right center. I'm coming over. I'm going to plant myself right here on this foul line, and she may stay right there and see." You can't give her too big, but the outfielder, if you look now, the outfield has shifted a little bit. She pulls one down the left field line. She's going to be running for about a week. 2-2 pitch. Going to be another changeup outside. Runs the count full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
They actually made Watkins go a little bit further away from the line. She's standing about 15 feet away, maybe.
Center fielder usually stands in the middle of the F in the outfield. She's shading to the right center field gap, almost out of the logo. Strike 3, swing and a miss by Fries. And out number 1 here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Spidell hammered outside. First time she tried to go back inside was the punch-out pitch. Fries had no hope of trying to catch up to the speed.
Back to the top of the order now. Vienna Helmstetter, the left fielder. She struck out her first time up to lead off the ball game in the 1st inning. That's going to be a strike on the corner. Helmstetter behind in the count now at no balls and 1 strike. 10-0 here, top of the 3rd inning. Strasburg leads Monroeville. Strasburg looking for their 10th state title in program history and their 3rd straight. As that ball is going to be outside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Helmstetter.
Looking for the 2nd three-peat in program history, first since, what was it, late 80s, Joe?
I believe it was, and Amelia's aunt was the pitcher of those 3 teams. So trying to say, hey, aunt, I can do what you do. So Amelia trying to get herself 3 state titles and match her aunt. And so, because her aunts had bragging rights at the dinner table during the holidays, and Amelia says, I'm going to try to.
Might get that back for a
minute. Might get that back for a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Helmstetter. 1-2 pitch. Change up out in front, strike 3. Out number 2 here in the top of the 3rd.
That backhand change worked beautifully out of the hand of Spidell there. We saw her struggle with that grip in the state semifinal. No struggles that time, and that's her 5th punch-out.
5 strikeouts on the day for Amelia Spidell. Avery Rosser steps in. She walked and then was forced at second on a ground out on a fielder's choice. The first ball was outside for ball number 1. One of the teams in the next game making their way through center field over to the bullpen. Fouled off back to the screen for the first strike. Avery Rosser now even in the count. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's interesting there. Great job by Rosser to just get a bat on that ball because that was the inside and high heat. Nobody has touched that so far from the Monroeville lineup.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here, top of the 3rd. Strasburg leads 10-0. 1-1 pitch, swung on and popped up down the right field line. Watkins giving a chase, but it's going to be out of play close to the stands over there.
This is normally a football reference for us, but I tell you what, Rael Watkins in right field runs angry.
Yes, she does. She runs angry. She has some wheels over there. You could see it on her triple that she had back in the 1st inning. Actually, that may have been the 2nd inning. Nope, it was the 1st inning.
It's like she's trying to punish the turf.
She is. And she's only a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the delivery. Changeup out in front, but Rosser was able to get the end of her bat on the ball to knock it down towards the first base coach. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Spidell drops the rosin bag. Call time. As the home plate umpire says, nope, hang on. We have a distraction in center field with the team walking across with a big net that's fluorescent orange and trying to limit the distractions for the batter, which is only fair.
Good call by Blue there. Good heads up observation.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Down the first base line, guess who? Miley Reifenschneider fields it, steps on first, and that's going to do it for the Eagles here in the 3rd inning. And after 2.5, Strasburg 10, the Lady Eagles nothing. Back after this with Big Z Sports right here on Z Country. 99.9.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
This is Jordan Hartzler with Hartzler's Quality Housing. In today's housing market, with low inventory and rising costs, there is a need for affordable housing. With our team's knowledge and experience, we strive to provide affordable, quality housing to our customers to help them achieve their dream of homeownership. We have been a family-owned and operated business for 45 years.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
Welcome back to Firestone Stadium. First pitch to Olivia Spidell. Caught the outside corner for strike number one, or the outside batter's box, one of the two. But they got him a strike. Change up in off the turf, going to be 1-1. Maybe home plate umpire Ryan Murphy expanding the zone a little bit here as Strasburg leads 10-0. Bottom of the third inning. Olivia Spidell. Swing, line drive up the middle. Base hit for Olivia Spidell to get the inning started for the Lady Tigers.
Spidell just waited for that pitch that went right down the pipe. Didn't try to do too much with it, just delivered it right back where it was pitched. And we are going to get another courtesy runner who comes in here. It's going to be Sophia Seacrest.
Seacrest gets the run again. As we're going to have the Wayne Door replay. When you go back and watch it on our stream, you can see the line drive, a base hit by Spidell. Like Nick said, you can wait for that pitch and get the ball right back where it came from, right up the middle, as Ella Gilkerson steps in with a runner on. That's going to be a strike over the outside corner to Gilkerson.
Something that Ella does so well is she doesn't think that she has to go after the very first pitch she sees. She is going to make you work every time and usually punishes you with 2 strikes.
Extremely patient is Gilkerson. Another changeup, and that's going to be high for ball number 1. Gilkerson way up in the box, front foot on the front line of the batter's box. That may have caused that pitch to look high to the umpire. Line drive, pop up, and they're going to pick off Seacrest at second. That's going to be a double play. Goes 6-3 on the put out. The first 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Nice play there by the shortstop for Monroeville. Abby Potts caught it and fired it to first for the second out.
That's a no-win situation if you're Seacrest on first, because that ball was dropping fast, and Potts came in pretty quick, kind of basket caught it there and delivered the double play. Great play defensively, and if you're Seacrest, don't hang your head. There's not much you can do with that.
Not at all, as Reifenschneider takes ball number 1. Reifenschneider have a huge game, a 3-run bomb and a 2 RBI single. She pops that one up. That's going to be caught by the second baseman for out number 3 here in the third inning. And for the first time in the game, the Strasburg Lady Tigers go 1, 2, 3. And after 3, Strasburg 10, Monroeville nothing. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Celebrating 20 years of excellence, Synergy Sign and Graphics proudly serves clients nationwide and beyond. For 2 decades, our passion for perfection has set us apart, earning us international acclaim. Join us in celebrating our legacy of innovation and artistry. Synergy Sign and Graphics, where cutting-edge sign design and fabrication meets old-world craftsmanship.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Welcome back to Firestone Stadium. Joe Geckler, Nick McWilliams. Top of the 4th inning. Strasburg leads 10-0 here in the state championship game. As Abby Poth steps in, takes the first pitch. Outside corner, strike one from Amelia Spidell. Big thanks to our sponsors today, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Of course, Wood Electric, our Cush Financial Group, Wendy's, Buckeye Career Center, Wayne Door, and of course coming up at the conclusion of our game, that ball is going to be fouled back out of play for strike number 2. Will be our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show. And, of course, we'll announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. And that's coming up after the final out of the game. Here we are in the top of the 4th. Strasburg 10 and Monroeville nothing. Now the 0-2 pitch. Going to be a changeup high and inside for ball number 1.
Got a couple front runners for the McInturf Realty Player of the Game so far.
We do, for sure. Of course, Ella Gilkerson having a good game. Olivia Spidell got the scoring started. And, of course, Miley Reifenschneider having a game as a sophomore. Line drive up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. She hit it back where it came from. Did post. And that's going to be a base hit. And going to bring up Karen Tyler, the second baseman who struck out her first time up.
You love to see that from Poths, even though this is a 10-0 score. She did not give Spidell anything. I think she might have missed the zone a little bit. Well, she was in the zone, but maybe caught a little too much of the zone, and that mistake pitch was put right back up the middle.
So now Poths on first base. Tyler, the first pitch to her. The outside for ball number 1.
It's been all Strasburg, but we've seen in plenty of state championships before. All it takes is one big inning to really have a momentum swing. So we'll see if Monroeville can chain this together.
Fouled off to the screen for strike number 1. Emily Scheid on deck for the Lady Eagles. Big thanks to the Claxon Communications crew today. The main man, Casey Claxon, one final time hanging out with us until fall. This is our last broadcast of the year. It seems like we've been going since August. Well, we have. Casey, Natalie Holbrook. Congratulations to Natalie on her graduation from Indian Valley. And, of course, Logan McPeek on the cameras today. Another Indian Valley guy. I'm surrounded by those guys today.
You got one on your left.
Yes, I do. As 2 strikes now to Tyler. Ground ball to second base. Richards fields it on to Reifenschneider. And that's going to be out number 1 on the putout, 4-3.
Good job by Richards there. You would have liked to turn 2, but that was a real slow roller, and you've got the big lead. You don't have to do too much with it. Just go over, field the ground ball, and retire Tyler, although the runner does move in scoring position in Poths.
They don't get too cute, just get it out. As the third baseman coming in now is Addie Sibluk, halfway in. First pitch is going to be high for ball number 1. Great crowd on hand today. Stands pretty much full right here by the home plate area and all the way down the lines into the outfield. Great job by the fans to show up and to support these young ladies. Hopefully they stay all day as a fire down to second base. Runner gets back, and that's Poths. Count on the scoreboard at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning.
Wind blowing straight in from center now, so anything hit up in the air is probably going to be coming right back towards the infield.
1-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. To Scheid. Emily Scheid started in the circle today Helmstetter took over. Now Scheid back in the circle. Now the 1-2 pitch. Going to be high for ball number 2. Runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Scheid did deliver a single her last time up, but got stranded at second back in the second inning. Single here would bring home the runner.
Just high for ball 3 now. Runs the count full to Scheid at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Maddie Reber on deck for the Lady Eagles. Trailing 10-0 here, top of the 4th inning. Payoff pitch. Fouled off here to the screen. Count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Never ceases to amaze me the reaction when a ball starts coming into the stands. You can tell who might have played some ball at some point and who didn't.
That would be true. You see the people ducking out and going down. Don't hit me. And the other guy standing up with bare hands.
You want to know where it is. You got to look at it.
Payoff pitch. High and outside for ball number 4. That's going to get 2 runners on now for the Lady Eagles as Poth's on second and Scheid on first after the walk. Going to bring in number 14, Maddie Reber, the third baseman. She had a sacrifice 1-4 her last time up. I would imagine they may try to bunt here to get the runners, both runners in scoring position. Of course, the mercy rule in effect right now, 10-0 after 5. We are in the 4th inning. It is 10-0 Strasburg. They're going to take off running to third base. Nice heads up running there by Poth. As Strasburg lets her take third on the stolen base.
I don't think anybody knew that the steal was even on. Poth just took off.
She's like, you know what? I'm tired of standing here. I'm going to get over to third.
So now, this might be your bunt chance.
As Reber behind in the count now, no balls and 1 strike.
Unless they try to dial something up with Sheed stealing second and trying to get in the rundown. Or Scheid, pardon me.
Swing and a miss by Reber. Balls behind in the count now, no balls and 2 strikes.
Never mind on my bunt, or our bunt idea.
Yeah, the bunt idea is probably off. You could probably slap at it, but it's a right-handed batter, so I'm not sure what good that would do. As Reber steps in, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, out number 2 here in the top of the 4th inning.
Spidell just rocked back, got a little something extra on it, fired it right past her after the runner moved up to third base, just said, all right, I'll handle it, don't worry.
It's amazing what Amelia Spidell can do when she reaches back and just says, here it comes, see if you can hit it. She has some great movement on her pitches. And she wants to strike you out, she will.
Ava Kruger standing in.
That's going to be on the outside corner for strike 1 to Kruger. Ava lined out to the second baseman, Richards. Her first time up back in the 2nd inning.
Richards had the nice kind of half slide, half dive grab.
Swing and a miss on the inside pitch. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes now to Ava Kruger.
Kruger got mixed up there. She was expected outside, started that swing well late as it ran in.
Taylor Scheid on deck, the designated player. Swing and a foul off down the right field line and out of play off one of the...
nearly off one of Akron's finest.
Yeah, I know. He's standing over there and hits off the brick.
That ball might have a nice little scuff on it now.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. No balls and 2 strikes. Spidell drops a rosin bag and delivers. Changeup, got her looking. Strike 3, out number 3 here in the 4th inning. And after 3.5, Strasburg 10, Monroeville nothing. Back after this with Big Z Sports on Z Country 99.9.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
The Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg is just that, your one-stop shop for local high school team apparel. With a large selection of shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beanies, coats, you can have it customized to be your school's biggest fan. Whether you need a single shirt or a team order, the Tiger's Den Sports Shop in Strasburg has just what you need. For contact information, find them on Facebook.
You think pizza? Think Amici's Pizza, with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden Hutton to serve you. Amici's Pizza offers your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. Right now at Amici's, with the purchase of a large or an extra large pizza at regular price, receive a free medium cheesy bread. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Swings at the first pitch and flies out to center field. That's going to bring in number 7, Addie Sibla. She is 0 for 2 on the day.
Pinch hitter coming in instead, and Lauren Harvey actually will be coming in.
So Lauren Harvey, thanks for the correction there, Nick. I did not see that. Says Coach Spidell allowing some of the younger kids to get some time here as we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Strasburg leads 10-0. First pitch to Harvey, going to be a changeup off the turf for ball number 1.
Harvey, a heck of a pitcher in her own right whenever she makes appearances on the mound for Strasburg. I think the Tigers' circle is going to be in good hands looking forward into next year.
Harvey and Reifenschneider, I know, will be battling for that number 1 spot as she's going to pop it up in the infield. Catcher running over, and she cannot make the catch as she lunges forward and falls face first here to the turf, and that's going to be strike number 1. Nice effort there by the catcher for the Lady Eagles. Avery Rosser trying to get that ball and get another out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Rosser had a good break on it, just couldn't quite get over there in time. The wind's doing weird things when the ball's going straight up in the air.
The 1-1 pitch going to be popped up again. Another chance for the catcher. This time she makes the catch. Nice play there by Rosser for out number 2 in the bottom of the 4th.
Rosser did a great job getting out of her stance, looking straight back. Her infield directed her straight back in towards the netting. She'll make the grab. We got another pinch hitter coming in this time.
Looks like number 6, Addie Sundheimer, going to bat for Keegan Kramer.
And this is how programs grow. You get in these situations, especially here in a state final, and you give some of these younger players the opportunity to come in and take some hacks. Great luxury to have.
Absolutely. Great job by head coach Tom Spidell to get the youngsters in there, get a couple game experience in the state championship game. They may need it here down the road as they get older. She's going to try to run up and slap at that. Holds back, does Sundheimer for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes now to Addie Sundheimer. Again, bats from the left side. Looks like a little bit of a slap hitter, and she's going to try to bunt at it. Right down the third base line. That's a base hit. Great hit. Great bunt. Addie Sundheimer with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Sundheimer can barely contain her excitement as she was jumping up and down, smiling. You could not have walked out there and rolled that ball any better.
And the third baseman, if she would have let that go, that may have stopped on the line, as we're going to have another pinch hitter. It looks like Gianna Marks going to step in and bat for Raelle Watkins. As Sundheimer on first after the beautifully placed bunt. Literally, like Nick said, you could roll it down that third base line and not. It's Karate Hartline. Hope I'm pronouncing that correct.
Karate
Hartline, number 32. It looked like a 33 from up here. My old eyes couldn't tell the difference. Fouled off to the screen.
Now watch, I said that with such faith, and I probably just butchered it too. So.
If I mispronounce it, I apologize.
Sorry, Hartline family.
Yes. Your daughter's a wonderful lady.
Who's at bat in the state championship game? Not too bad, huh?
Popped it up back behind us, actually off the screen.
There is actually a space up there at the top of the screen. If you hit it just perfectly, it will come back towards us, and
yes,
she got close.
Literally, I believe it was off the cable that's holding the net up, so she was right there. No balls, 2 strikes now to Hartline. The 0-2 pitch, change up high and outside for ball number 1.
You want to talk about the greatest game experience you can have. I mean, these girls have been around success. They've been in the Strasburg softball program now for years, but getting their first, maybe even your first varsity at-bats at this point in a state title game, boy, that's something.
Another foul Foul ball by Hartline. If you're looking to the top of the 5th inning for the Lady Eagles of Monroeville, you're going to have 8, 9, and 1 coming up against the left arm of Amelia Spidell. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. But, folks, 3 outs away from number 10 and number 3 in a row for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. We'll have the 5th inning after this with Big Z Sports on Z Country 99.9.
T-County Boxing Academy on East High in New Philadelphia invites anyone serious about boxing to see what they offer and have success just like pro boxer and Yurixville's own Sugar Dre Donovan. T-County Boxing Academy not only offers the area's premier training facility, but also offers the best supplements on the market for peak training to get the most out of your workouts. To see all T-County Boxing Academy has to offer, find T-County Boxing Academy-TCBA on Facebook.
12 months, special financing, unbeatable limited time rebates,
and so much more.
Don't wait to stop in our showroom to shop our Memorial Day sales.
Weaver Appliance.
Local people serving local people. 12 months, special financing, unbeatable limited time rebates,
and so much more.
Don't wait to stop in our showroom to shop our Memorial Day sales.
Weaver Appliance.
Local people serving local people.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on their menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
Strasburg 10, Monroeville nothing. The Lady Tigers 3 outs away from yet another state title. Would be number 10 in program history and 3 in a row for this team. First pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1. That's going to be Taylor Scheid. Rachel Fry's on deck, and then back to the top of the order in Vienna Helmstetter.
Not going to try to jinx it here for Spidell, but she has punched out all 3 of those batters. Looking to do it again.
The 0-1 pitch going to be inside. Held off there is going to be ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
What's crazy is she has 7 punch outs right now, and that's kind of a slow day for Spidell in the circle.
1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Scheid. Again, Fry's on deck and Helmstetter in the hole. Strasburg leads 10-0. Top of the 5th inning in the state championship game. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. Out number 1. 2 outs from number 10.
3 straight punch outs now. Spidell looking to do this in style as she has sat down her 8th batter, bringing up Fries, who really worked the count with her last time up, but ultimately it was Spidell who got the last laugh with the punch out.
Rachel Fry steps in. She struck out her first and only time up here today. Swung on and driven down the right field line and just out of reach of Raelle Watkins as she's hugging that line again. Going to be strike 1 on Fries, the right fielder, trying to hit it to the other right fielder.
And Watkins about 15 feet away from the foul line. Now she'll go more like 20.
The 0-1 pitch, change up. Going to be high for ball number 1. Whatever that smell is, that smells really good. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today yet.
It's either I think it's the Euro
the
French
fries.
Or the French fries.
Kind of smelled like fair fries. 1-1 pitch. Change up again. Going to be high for ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's not quite county fair time yet. Got to wait for that.
We do, but our fair in Tusk County is not till like September, man.
Last week of September.
Yeah, the one I grew up in was in July. The 1-2 or the 2-1 pitch going to be fouled off to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I grew up down around in Butler County, so our fair was at the end of July when it was 9,000 degrees.
September, at least you got more of a chance of a cooler night.
You do, for sure. A lot of fairs and festivals going on in September in our area. Of course, our county fair and Swiss Fest swung on and fouled off again. That one's going to get out. That's a windshield out behind us, and didn't see it bounce anywhere. But
Well, you might have a present in your on your driver's seat when you get
driver's seat or in your back seat if it went through the back window. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rachel Fries. The 2-2 pitch. Change up high for ball number 3. Runs the count full now to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Every changeup Spidel's thrown in this at bat has drawn just a little bit lower and lower, a little bit closer and closer.
Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Out number 2. They're 1 out away from number 10.
Make that 4 straight for Spidel, and she's also got 9 punch-outs. I'm sure she'd love to match her K mark with the runs that Strasburg has on the board as hugs going around the infield here already for Strasburg.
As we're going to head to the top of the order now, Vienna Helmstetter. She has been up twice and struck out twice. Lefty on lefty, pitcher versus pitcher.
What a moment here for Amelia Spidel and Olivia Spidel, especially if this ends up being the last batter of this ball game. The fact that she's been able to catch her big sister throughout this entire season. This would be an incredible way to cap off this year.
First pitch is going to be lined past the infield. The drawn-in third baseman of Sibla, and that's going to be a base hit for Helmstetter.
I just gave him the big Z kibosh because I said last batter, but Helmstetter says, no, we're not done yet. It'll bring up Rosser.
I'm not ready to be done yet, says Helmstetter. She lines it into left field for the base hit. That's going to bring up Avery Rosser, the catcher. She's 0 for 2 on the day. 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. Swung on, caught. There it is. Number 10, Miley Reifenschneider finishes it off as they win 3 in a row through the Strasburg Lady Tigers. And for the program, there is state title number 10 for Tom Spidel and the Lady Tigers of Strasburg. They win 3 in a row, the first time since the late 80s. With a 10-0 win over Monroeville here today at Akron Firestone Stadium.
This run goes all the way back to the last three-peat. You think back to all the great names who have come through Strasburg's program. We go back to Bud Weisgarber, of course, getting the state titles for Strasburg. Tom Spidel takes over, and he says, Bud, I'll take it over where you left it, as he goes 3 straight as well, and this Strasburg Lady Tigers team have a lot to celebrate. Tearful hugs all over the place. And there is no doubt that the Tigers, once again, are the team in Division IV softball in the OHSAA.
Title town in Strasburg. They get another one, number 10 for this program. And it comes with the end of an era for Amelia Spidel. She pitches her final game as a champion for the Lady Tigers.
What another top-to-bottom performance again. You talk about the 5 RBI day for Miley Reifenschneider. She gloves the winning out on the line drive. You got contributions from top to bottom, which is exactly how championship teams are made. I could go through and start naming everybody, but everybody contributed today. I think almost every single batter, over half of them at least, came around to score for those Lady Tigers as they celebrate as champions once again.
As the Lady Tigers on the field celebrating in a huddle, Coach Tom Spidel, I believe he got doused there with a little bit of water. I can't tell. He has a white pullover on as Amelia Spidel hugs her mom, Veronica.
It was the "How about them Tigers" yell from Coach Spidel, and you know he's been waiting for that all season long to be able to do it here at Firestone.
Absolutely. As they're going to give the runner-up trophy and the state championship trophy out, as Director of Communications and Media Relations Tim Streed out there on the field as we speak. And we'll keep it right here. I don't know if we'll be able to hear very much of it, but we'll try to turn up our mics and see if we can get some of the trophy presentation. Not sure we'll be able to get to talk to Coach Spidel after the game. They have media obligations as the OHSAA takes precedence here today. If not, I'm sure we'll catch them on Facebook Live, maybe at the celebration, and we'll get a chance to get a word with the players and the coach.
Strasburg already adorning the state champion shirts as applause for Monroeville. What a great season for the Eagles, too. First ever regional championship and first ever appearance in the state finals.
Of course, the state runner-up trophy presented first. Congratulations to Monroeville on a extraordinary season to get here for the first time in program history.
And that's a lot to be said about this coaching staff and this group of young ladies. They got 4 seniors on this team who will now be moving on to bigger and better things. Those being Ava Kruger, Desting Som, Emily Scheid, as well as Abby Poths. So great career for them. And ladies, you made some history at your school. That's something to be proud of.
Absolutely. We are going to take a quick break and get back before they announce the Strasburg Lady Tigers. A quick timeout and then back for the trophy presentation for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. That's after this with Big Z Sports on Z Country 99.9.
Novelis Yorksville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They are currently hiring general laborers and equipment operators. Pay starting up to $22.50 per hour with industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Yorksville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Yorksville. Or call 330-663-3961. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust. Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome into your Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show as Big Z Sports is here for the celebration from Akron Firestone Stadium. The Strasburg Lady Tigers three-peat Division IV state champions out of the OHSAA and their 10th in program history, which will give them the most all-time in Division IV. What a contest, 10-0 in 5 that they pick up the victory as they're getting ready to receive their trophies from the OHSAA. You got to make room back at Strasburg for another trophy in the trophy case. Dominant performance from Amelia Spidell on the mound. From top to bottom, 1 through 9, the batters all produce. And defensively, Strasburg flawless here today as they finish the day without any errors. Monroeville, 3 hits, 2 errors for them. Strasburg scored 10 runs on 9 hits, only left 5 on base. As Tim Street is presenting the runner-up award here for Monroeville.
Oh, yeah.
As he'll address them and give them their kind of send-off. And, Joe, we've said this all game long. What a great turnout for this Monroeville community.
Oh, unbelievable.
Everybody up on their feet giving the applause, and rightfully so. We saw a team that definitely earned their way to get here.
Yeah, for sure.
Softball over these last few years, I know led you to know that you were going to have a good team this year. And not only did you show that by winning your 3rd straight Firelands Conference Championship, but you made school history with your school's first appearance in the softball Final Four. And not only is it your school's first chance to play in a softball state championship game, you're the first school from Huron County to play in the softball state championship. This is Doug Ute. He's the Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. It's my honor to give Monroeville the 2024 Division IV State Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations.
Thanks. A big thank you to Tim Street with the OHSAA there for the runner-up announcement, as he'll be moving on to the Strasburg Lady Tigers, who will be presented their medallions. And I got to say, you know, for some of the freshmen on this team, Joe, as we've talked about time and time again, a lot of freshmen contributed on this team. You grow up in this community, you watch how successful Strasburg softball is, and you think maybe one day I'll get to be out there on the field and receive my medal. And sure enough, this is a dream come true for so many of them.
Absolutely. And, again, congratulations to Monroeville on a great season. But when you're a young kid coming up, a young lady coming up playing softball in the Strasburg community, this is a day you dream of.
Certainly is, as the trophy presentation will commence. Wanted to run through some of the stat lines now as we wait for the trophy presentation here from Akron. At the plate for Strasburg, Amelia Spidell. She produces 1 RBI, drew 2 walks. As for Riley Becker, she went 1 for 2, as she also ended up scoring a run. Olivia Spidell, 2 for 2 day for her with a pair of RBIs. Ella Gilkerson, 0 for 2 at the plate, did come around and score on a run after she was walked. It was Miley Reifenschneider, 2 for 3 days, scoring 2 runs and accounting for 5 RBIs. Ada Richards, 2 for 3 day for her, scoring 2 runs. As well as Abby Sibla was 0 for 2 at the plate. Keegan Kramer, 0 for 1 day for her, did draw a walk. Then it was Raelle Watkins who had a pair of RBIs. She went 1 for 1 with a walk as well. That was the scoring line for those Strasburg Lady Tigers. And something that was very interesting here, Joe, only 3 strikeouts. They were only sat down 3 times. You win that strikeout batter, that's all. It's oftentimes the difference.
Yeah, for sure. As Strasburg getting their medals now for being state champions. And, you know, Coach Spidell said it in the pregame. He said, we only strike out 2 or 3 times in a game, we're going to win. And that's exactly what happened.
There's
2 on Thursday,
3
today.
Yeah, only 5 punch-outs all weekend long. Imagine that. As for Monroeville, the hits that came from them, those came from the top of the order in Diana Helmstetter, as well as Abby Potts and Emily Scheid. Those were your 3 base knocks that were registered by the Lady Eagles as they were sat down 9 times. Amelia Spidell with those 9 punch-outs as another dominant performance for her in a long line of them as her career as a Strasburg Tiger comes to an end. Now moving on to Ohio Dominican. She does it in style. As Spidell receives her medal. And all these Strasburg Tigers, obviously, they're probably a little happy, Joe, that this game happened earlier in the day.
They get to celebrate all day now.
They actually get to go and enjoy it. They don't have to go home and go to bed, as last year and the year prior to that, if I'm not mistaken.
No, the year prior was like a 2 o'clock game. Yeah, it was a 2 o'clocker, and last year, like you said, you and Shannon did a fantastic job on the call. I was home watching it, and I pretty much went to bed after the game was over. I was pretty tired.
It was a late night for sure.
For sure.
So, of course, you can check on over with the Big Z Sports YouTube channel here coming up later. We will have our full video replay available. Actually, Casey Claxon, give me the signal. It's already live. So if you want to go back and watch all of that action, you can do so and enjoy the 3rd straight state title from the Strasburg Lady Tigers, their 10th in program history, as the coaching staff now for Strasburg receiving their medals as well. And we talk a lot about head coach Tom Spidell, but we cannot give this Strasburg program does not succeed without the help of assistant coaches Brock Lavray, Rachel Montgomery, Carly Maley, and Haley Rieger. And if Haley Rieger sounds familiar, yes, that is a 2-time state champion as well in her own sense.
Absolutely, and a lot of great alumni here for the Strasburg Lady Tigers. Of course, Duck Krantz in the crowd, and I'm sure
a lot of history.
A lot of history for sure, especially most state champions in state history now for softball. And we'll let you hear Tim Street's message to the Strasburg Lady Tigers.
Monroeville made history this weekend with school's first trip to the state championship game. About 40 years ago, Strasburg Franklin made school history with your first trip to the state championship game. And ladies, I know you're aware of this. I know they're aware of this. You made some more state history today. Times the Tigers have gone to the Final Four in softball. And I know you were thinking about this when you walked off this field last year, and it is my privilege to say that now, in Ohio high school softball history, we have a new all-time state titles champion list with Strasburg Franklin. You are the first school in OHSAA history to win 10 softball state championships. This is Gary Spinell from the East District Athletic Board, and you look good in orange, to give the Tigers of Strasburg Franklin the 2024 Division IV State Championship Trophy. Congratulations.
And a big thank you again to Tim Streed, and you heard it right there. It is official. 10-time state champions, and nobody in OHSAA history has more than the Strasburg Lady Tigers as the celebration continues here from Akron Firestone Stadium. We'll take one final timeout, and when we return, we'll announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game and wrap things up. The Strasburg Lady Tigers, champions again, 10-0. Over the Monroeville Eagles. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications will return after this.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
You need unified insulation.
AC always running? Second floor always hot? Electric bills sky high? Don't let the upcoming summer months steam you out of your own home. Call Unified Insulation today. Hi, this is Jeremiah Thomas with Unified Insulation. With our help, your home will be cool and comfortable all summer long. Find us at unifiedinsulation.com.
You need unified insulation.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
The Sarshone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarshone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarshonCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarshone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarshone.
For the final time today from Akron Firestone Stadium, it's the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, and Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications return to wrap things up. 10-0, the Strasburg Lady Tigers pick up their third straight state title as they take care of business against the Monroeville Eagles. And it is now time for the presentation of our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Final time we get to do this season. Joe Geckler, we had a conversation about who we could go with this. I think at the end there was no doubt, though, it was somebody who absolutely energized this crowd and made defensive plays all over the place, and also was an offensive warrior all day for the Tigers.
Absolutely, and believe it or not, we talked about it, and we said it could be this person, it could be, we'll throw some of our people we talked about. Obviously, it could have been Amelia Spidell with her great effort in the circle today. We didn't expect anything less from Amelia coming into today. It could have been her sister Olivia Spidell, who had a great game. Got the scoring started with an RBI, a two-run single. Got the Strasburg Lady Tigers on the board and put them ahead for good, essentially, as a two-run single. But the big bat of the sophomore, number 14, Miley Reifenschneider, gets the chance to be our McInturf Realty Player of the Game as our Wayne Dorr instant replay of the home run. She put it out of here. She knew it. And it jump-started this offense for the Lady Tigers. And the sophomore, Miley Reifenschneider, is going to be our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, has 5 big RBIs, a great defensive play to end it, and great effort by the sophomore, Miley Reifenschneider. Congratulations, Miley, and all of the Lady Tigers.
Just about to say, she might have been our player of the game, but it could have went to any single one of these Strasburg players.
A total team effort, and this team has taken that approach all season, and they want to win it as a team. They don't like individual accolades, so to speak, but you know what? It brings a smile to their face when they get to become player of the game, or they contribute and they help guide this team to a win, and it happened like that all season long. But Miley Reifenschneider today, you are a McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Congratulations, young lady. 5 big RBIs, a 300-foot home run here to energize this crowd and this team. And congratulations again, one final time to the Lady Tigers.
Well, Joe, thank you so much as always. Great job as always. And the spring season comes to an end for Big Z Sports.
We've been going at it since August, Nick. It's time to take a little bit of a break.
We certainly will. Well, for the Claxon Communications crew as well, in Casey Claxon, Natalie Holbrook, and Logan McPeek, and for Big Z Sports and Adam Soeski, Shannon Thomas, Joe Geckler, I am Nick McWilliams. Thank you so much for your continued support of high school sports in Z Country. And don't worry, we're going to be back in the fall. One final time today, Strasburg, state champions, Division 4. Once again, we'll be back at a field again near you, Z Country.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of high school sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.